Namaste everyone. Welcome to our online class for this week. I hope this class finds you safe and well at home. So for today's class you'll need some wall space, just a little. The back of a door would be sufficient. Just make sure no one is about to walk through the door. And if you do have a bolster for our final pose, that would be really nice. Alternatively, you can use a couple of folded blankets or a couple of cushions. As always, make this practice work for you. So if a pose isn't feeling right, come away from it, come and rest. Alternatively, if a pose is feeling great, then feel free to just hit pause on the film and hold the pose for longer. If you do have any questions about your practice during this time, feel free to message me or email me so I can give you support with your practice that way. So today we will start in Viparita Karani. It's a restorative pose, the fountain of youth pose. So to get into this pose, come and sit beside the wall. Bring one hip close to the wall and then turning, swing your legs up. And as you start to strain your legs, see if you can wriggle as though you were sitting against the wall. If your hamstrings are tight, you can keep your knees bent and keep your feet apart. Otherwise, if you've got some flexibility, you might like to keep your legs together and straighten your legs against the wall. Perhaps even pressing the back of your legs against the wall. Begin to extend through your heels, pulling your toes down towards you. And then wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other. Picking up the back of your head now, lengthen out the back of your neck. And as you lay your head back down, keep your chin slightly tucked. There's always an option to rest your head on a pillow here or a blanket. Rest your hands lightly on your belly. And let's take a few releasing breaths together. Breathe in through your nose and sigh your breath out through your mouth. Twice more. Whenever you're ready, allowing your breath to flow in and out through your nose. Becoming aware of your whole physical body now. Noticing the places where your body is in contact with the ground beneath you. The back of your head, the backs of your arms, shoulder blades, lower back. Allow your physical body to feel very grounded and supported here. With each exhalation, allow yourself to feel more grounded and more settled. Bring your awareness to your breath now. Notice where your natural breath is moving in your body. Allow your breath to begin to slow and deepen without forcing, without straining. If you wish, you can bring a count to your breath. So using a slow count in for 4 and a slow count out for 4. breath a little slower, a little deeper than the last. Feel free to pause this film, stay here for a while longer. Otherwise, we'll take a few more full breaths here. At the end of your next exhalation, gently bend your knees a little if they're not already, and begin to slide your feet wider, maybe just a little, just as far as you like or as far as the wall space allows, without forcing or overstraining. Checking if you can that your feet are about level. It can be quite hard to tell yourself. And then come back to your breath. If you wish now, we can start to open up the chest and shoulders by taking your hands overhead, allowing your arms to rest overhead, hands palm space up. Come back to those full rolling waves of breath. Inhalation flowing from your belly up to your chest. Exhalation pouring out from your chest down to your belly. If it gets too strong, just bring your feet closer together. We'll take about another 5 full breaths here. Ready, in your own time, bring your hands to your legs, bend your knees, and then slide your feet back together. Just allow your body to rest here once more, legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. Then a gentle hip stretch now as we bend the knees, taking them wide. Slide your feet down the wall, bring the soles of your feet together, and then allow them to open like the pages of a book. We're coming into a variation of Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose or bound angle. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose, using the wall for support. Again, the feet can be as high up as you like, the knees don't need to be wide. Just make this pose work for you. Just holding where you feel a nice stretch, no forcing, no straining, as we take about 5 breaths here. Last couple of breaths in this pose. And here, when you're ready, bring your hands to your knees. Gently bring your knees together and slide your feet up the wall once more. One more hip stretch here before we come down. So now we're going to bend your right knee. Bring the sole of your foot either to the inside of your leg. This is like a variation of tree pose or Vrksasana. If it's comfortable for you to, bring your foot just above your left knee. If If you'd like to go a little deeper with this hip stretch, feel free to support with your right hand, but no forcing, no straining. So we're just supporting, we're not pushing the knee away. And if you like, you can bend your left knee for a few breaths here. This is like a supine pigeon pose. Just getting a gentle hip stretch as we start our practice today with some restorative poses. Come back to your breath, taking another few full breaths here. Whenever you're ready, straightening the left leg and releasing the right. We'll take it to the other side, so finding an option that works for you. Perhaps here is fine. Make sure there's no discomfort in the knee. Perhaps bringing your ankle just above your right knee this time, supporting if you wish with your left hand, bending your right knee as much as you like, just to deepen the stretch. Keeping your left foot dorsiflex, so you're pushing through your heel and pulling your toes back. Long, slow inhalation. Long, slow exhalation. One more breath here. When you're ready, gently releasing once more. If you would like to stay in this pose for a little while longer, you have an option to place your bolster behind your hips if you wish. Feel free to pause this film to hold for longer. Otherwise, we're going to bend our knees now. Roll over onto your right side. Supporting your head, just pausing for a moment. When you're ready, slowly making your way up to all fours on your mat. So spreading your fingers, grounding your hands under your shoulders, aligning your knees under your hips. Moving into Vidyalasana, cat-cow. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, press the ground away with your hands and tuck your chin. Inhale, lift your tailbone to the sky. Energetically pull your hands back towards your knees. Shoulders draw back, heart reaches forwards. Exhale, round your spine. Move with your breath. A few more times just like this. Again, long, slow inhalation, long, slow exhalation. Moving in time with your breath, which could be faster or slower than mine. When you're ready, coming to center. Bringing your hands up to your hips now. Feel free to roll your mat if you'd like some extra padding for your knees, or you can place a blanket under your knees. As we bring your left foot up now, so aligning your knee behind your ankle. This is the foot furthest away from the wall, wherever you are there. As we start to warm up the shoulders and upper back, roll your shoulders back and down, and then take your hands in front, bring your palms together, right shoulder against the wall. As you inhale, slide your fingertips up the inside of your right arm, bringing your hand to your heart center. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Exhale, bring it back. Moving with your breath. If you'd like to go further, you can open up all the way, bringing the back of your left hand to the wall. Exhaling round. can move with your breath. Inhale to open up, maybe just to here, maybe all the way. Exhale back. Releasing any tension in your shoulders, finding some mobility through your upper back and shoulders. Twice more, just like this. Last time. Exhale, come back. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Bring your right hand down now. Begin to look out over your left shoulder. This might be enough for you. Option to reach your left hand up to the sky if you like. And if you'd like more of a challenge, pick your back knee up off the floor. You can always lean against the wall for support or stay balanced. Full belly breaths here. For a gentle practice, keep your back knee down, that's fine. Rest your left hand on your left hip. 2 more full breaths here. Push through your back heel if you have your back knee lifted. Release gently with an exhalation, come back down. And bring your left knee back. We're going to change sides now, so turning around. This time, bringing your left shoulder to the wall and right foot out in front. Again, checking that your knee is slightly behind your ankle. Palms come together. Inhale, opening up, turning your gaze out over your right shoulder. Exhale, bringing it back. Taking it a little further if you like, reaching the back of your right hand towards the wall. Exhale back. Again, keep this comfortable so we're not overstretching, no forcing, no straining. 3 more times, just like this. Last time. This time as we come back, right hand rests on your right hip, left hand comes down to the floor. Stay here, just starting to turn your belly, ribs and chest, looking up over your right shoulder. Option to reach your right hand high if you like. And if you would like more of a challenge today, pick your back knee up off the floor. You can always use the wall to support you, so you don't have to worry about wobbling or falling backwards today. You've got that support there. Wherever you are, whatever variation of the pose you're choosing to hold, practice full belly breath. So if your breath is starting to become strained, then back it off a little bit. 2 more breaths here. Releasing slowly and gently when you're ready. Bringing your right knee back now. And we're going to actually turn and face the wall now. I'll show you this side. So we're going to come into a variation of child's pose, bringing our hands to the wall. So knees are at least hip width distance apart. They can be wider if you like. And then take your sit bones back as though you were sitting back in child's pose. Just move the harmonium so I don't sit on that. So this is a little bit more energetic as we're grounding hands into the wall. I'm reaching the crown of my head towards the wall. I'm reaching my tailbone back towards my toes. As you breathe into this pose, see if you can get as much length and extension through your spine as possible. Feel free to rest if you need to. Take a break. This is quite strong on the arms. Full belly breaths here. Feel your shoulders rolling out away from your ears. One more breath. And then slowly come up, walk your hands up the wall. We're going to come into a few standing poses now. So using the wall to support you to come up to standing. And bring your hands to the wall again, shoulder width apart. This time walk your feet back. So we're going to come into a right angle shape against the wall. So our hands are going to be about hip height. And we're going to work on aligning our feet about under our hips. So you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And then straightening into your legs, the crown of your head comes towards the wall. Again, this is really strong, so maybe just holding for a few breaths. Keep the knees bent if you need to. Beautiful lengthening for your back. It's really good for any tensional tightness in the lower back, for sciatica. Obviously great for the hamstrings. And if you're really grounding your hands and engaging your shoulders, not letting tension creep up into your shoulders, then it's really good as well for your upper back. Feeling as though your shoulder blades were sliding down your back body. Okay, 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, bend your knees to slowly walk your hands up the wall and step your left foot forward. So we're going to bring our left toes to the wall and bend. So ground your back heel strongly. Keep your inner arch lifted. And as you lunge into your front knee, feel a good stretch in your calf muscle. Use the wall for support. If you're feeling steady, you might wish to bring one or both hands to your hips, pulling your elbows back, lifting your heart, shoulders, again, drawing back and down. Those of you who would like more of a challenge, come into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1, hands reaching high, maybe even challenging your balance by taking your gaze overhead. There's lots of options here today. Let's take 3 more breaths wherever you are. When you're ready, release your hands back to the wall. And this time we're going to come onto the toes of the back foot. So getting a different stretch in the calf muscles. Pressing through that heel again. And if you like, you can walk your hands up the wall, this time taking your chest towards the wall. Forehead towards the wall. Again, just to your own degree. So this might be fine for you. Let's take it as deep as you like. Full breaths wherever you are. Whenever you're ready, again, walk your hands back down. Drop the back heel. This time we're going to straighten into the front leg. So drawing the front leg straight. Again, begin to lean over that front leg, just getting a little hamstring stretch. If you like, you can come down once more. Just finding a place that works for you. So feeling as though you're starting to square your hips now. Version of pyramid pose. Taking a couple more breaths here. Using an inhalation to come up. Stepping towards the wall, we've changed sides. So this time a big step back with the left foot. Bring your toes, the toes of your right foot towards the wall. Ground your back heel, this time again lifting the inner arch of your back foot. And as you exhale, lunge. Again, just finding that place where it's comfortable for you to hold. Use the wall for support. If you're feeling steady here, you can bring one or both hands to your hips. Again, pulling your elbows back, shoulders back, lifting your heart. If you like, reaching your hands high, taking your gaze between your hands, really challenging your balance. You can make this practice as challenging or as gentle as you like today. Really take what you need from it. 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, release your hands to the wall. Turn on the toes of your back foot. Feeling that different stretch in your calf muscles. Stay here. If you wish, walk your hands further up the wall, taking your chest towards the wall, forehead towards the wall, getting a little stretch again in your upper back. Two more breaths here. Whenever you're ready, slowly walk your hands back down, ground your back foot, and then begin to draw your front leg straight as we get a little stretch in the hamstring of the front leg now. Right leg for you. Again, if you like, you can lean into this pose. Doesn't matter how far you come down, maybe just a little. Take about 3 more breaths here. One more breath. Using an inhalation to come up. Walk your hands up the wall and then step towards the wall. Stay close to the wall if you would like some support with your balance today as we step up into the left foot. Ground the left foot and see if you can feel as though you were drawing energy up that standing leg. So really hug the muscles towards the bone as you engage the left leg. Use your left hand to support you if you wish, as you bring the sole of your foot towards the inside of your left leg. You can keep your toes on the ground if you wish, or you can bring your foot below or above your knee. Just avoid the knee area so we're not placing unnecessary strain on the knee. Allowing your right knee to open up to the side, open the hip. Again, roll your shoulders back and down a few times here. See if you can soften and relax your shoulders. If you're feeling balance, an option to bring your hands to prayer. If you'd like to challenge your balance more, feel free to sweep your hands high, opening up your arms like the branches of a tree. Option to take your gaze high if you like. Let's take a few more breaths here. Whenever you're ready, gently bringing it back. Releasing your hands. You can hug the right knee in for a moment. And then shake out your legs before we take it to the other side. Okay, stepping up into your right foot now. So again, spread your toes. See if you can feel as though you're drawing energy up that standing leg. So the muscles hug towards the bone, really engaging the right leg now as you could bring your toes to the floor for the first option. You can use the wall to support you again, or press the sole of your foot below or above your knee. Tree pose, Vrksasana. Again, feeling very grounded, very anchored into this pose. If you like, bringing your hands to prayer. If you'd like more of a challenge, reaching your hands high, opening up your arms like the branches of a tree. Perhaps taking your gaze high as well. Taking a few more steady breaths here. Whenever you're ready, slowly and gently bringing it back. Releasing your hands and releasing your foot, hugging left knee in this time. Great. Now we're going to come down to our mats once more. So coming to sitting, have a cushion or blanket handy, especially if your hips are tight. So press the sole of your left foot against the wall now. See if you can come high onto your sit bones as you sit tall. You can always have a cushion or a blanket under your right leg for support if you like. As you come up onto your fingertips now, lengthen your spine. Full belly breaths here. This might be enough for you. If you like, you could lean forwards. Option if you have a lot of flexibility here, you can bring your hands to the wall or your foot, but there's no pressure to do that. You feel as though you're bringing your nose in the direction of your knee, so your spine stays nice and long. Find a place where you're feeling a good stretch. Hold it there. Let's take 3 full breaths here. The next inhalation, gently come up. Pick up your right knee now. Bring your foot either to the inside or the outside of your left leg. Hug on to your right knee and sit tall. We're going to move into a twist now. For a gentle variation, turn away from your bent knee. For something a little stronger, bring your right arm alongside your ear and then take your hand behind your back and breathe. Each inhalation, lengthen your spine, sit tall. Each exhalation, turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Again, you've got the wall to support you, so really you can press your left foot into the wall. Feeling as though you're pressing the back of your left leg into the ground. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Each exhalation, relax your shoulders, check they're not creeping up towards your ears. Gently turning your gaze first. Release your arms, release your right leg. Give both legs a little shake out before we take it to the other side. So bending your left knee now. One hip is usually tighter than the other, so you might need more or less support this side. Using cushions or blankets to prop up your left knee if you need to. Coming up onto your fingertips, again, lengthen, sit tall. This might already be a great stretch for you. This might be enough. If you feel as though you'd like a little more, you can lean forwards. Again, there's an option to bring your hands to the wall or to your foot. But no pressure to do so. So you can get the feeling of length rather than trying to hurry to get towards your foot. Let's take another 2 full belly breaths here. Inhalation to come up and take hold of your left knee. Your left foot either comes inside or outside the right leg. Again, hug onto the front of your left knee and sit tall. For a gentle twist here, turn away from the knee, so returning to the right side. For something a little stronger, you can bring your left arm alongside your ear. Reach your left hand behind your back, come onto your fingertips, and turn your gaze out over your left shoulder. And breathe. So ground both feet, press your right foot against the wall, left foot into the ground. Each inhalation lengthening your spine. Each exhalation maybe turning a little deeper, taking your chin towards your left shoulder. One more breath here. Gently turning your gaze and then releasing arms, releasing legs, giving your legs a little shake out. So here is where we have an opportunity to use the bolster if you wish. Perhaps you can use a couple of folded blankets if you prefer, as we move into bridge pose before Shavasana. So make sure you've got any extra layers, blankets that you might like for Shavasana. So to come into this pose, come and lay on your back. Feel free to rest your head on a cushion or a blanket. Wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other once more. Let your lower back be grounded. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Then, as you begin to lift your hips, slide your cushions or your bolster behind your hips. So you'll notice it's not in the lumbar spine, it's not in the curve of my lower back, it's right at the back of my hips and sacrum. And breathe. So again, another lovely inversion. Great for the blood, for the brain. Taking the pressure off of the heart. So there's another opportunity here if you wish to pause this video, and this is a pose that you can hold for a while, especially a restorative version. I know some of you like to straighten your legs in this pose, so if you wish to, feel free to straighten your legs. Just listen to your lower back. If you get any pinching or tightness in the lower back or around the tailbone, just bend the knees once more, that's fine. Becoming aware of the space in the front of your hips and pelvis. Feeling as though you're breathing into this space. Again, allowing your hands to rest on your belly if you wish, feeling those smooth rolling waves of breath. Allowing your breath to fill deep into your belly. If you like, you can take your arms overhead, hands resting, palms face up. We'll take 5 more breaths here together. Starting at 5 and counting down. Each exhalation allowing your body to completely surrender into this pose. Feeling completely supported in this pose. Whenever you're ready, when you've finished 5 breaths, I invite you to slide your cushions or bolster down to rest behind your knees. As you move into Shavasana, hands resting on your belly or palms face up. Here, feel free to cover your body with a blanket, put on some extra layers, some socks or a jumper. I'm going to come to seated to guide you through this so that I don't get too deeply into Shavasana myself. And I can guide you through it nicely, I hope. So as you come to Shavasana, again, allow your whole body to feel completely supported by the ground beneath you. We're going to use our breath to very consciously relax and release each part of the body in turn. Using each exhalation to let go of any tension or tightness in your body. Any passing thoughts or feelings that don't serve you. We're going to use each inhalation to fill the body with a feeling of warmth, a feeling of softness. Beginning with your toes, bring your awareness down to your toes. With your next inhalation, feel as though your toes were filling with a feeling of warmth and softness, and allow that feeling to move into your feet. Filling your feet, your heels, your ankles. Each exhalation, breathing away any tension or tightness in your feet. Moving into your lower legs now, your calf muscles and your shins. Allow that tide of warmth and softness to fill your lower legs and move into your knees, washing away any tension or tightness in your knees, the backs of your knees. Moving up into your thighs. Allow your thighs to feel heavy as that warmth and softness melts away any tension or tightness here. Bring your attention to your hips now. Let your hips feel heavy. Allow your hips and pelvis to fill with that feeling of warmth, that feeling of softness. As you move your awareness to your belly now, are you holding any tension here? With each exhalation, breathe away any tension or tightness in your belly. With each inhalation, fill your belly like a balloon with that tide of warmth and softness. From your belly, allow this tide to pour down into your back. From your tailbone, filling up your spine, moving into every muscle in your back, filling your shoulders, washing away tension and tightness in your shoulders with each exhalation. From your shoulders, moving down into your arms, through your elbows, filling your forearms, wrists, hands, fingers and thumbs. Take a small swallow now and relax your throat. Relax your tongue in your mouth. Notice if you're holding any tension or tightness in your jaw. Allow that feeling of warmth and softness to wash away any tension in your jaw. As you allow the muscles in your face to soften now. Let your eyes feel soft and heavy as you bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. Allow this space to fill with that tide of warmth and softness, washing away any tightness here, any tension in your temples, pouring over your scalp, relaxing every hair follicle, filling the back of your neck, meeting your shoulders, so now your whole body is bathed in this tide of warmth and softness, complete relaxation, total well-being. Allow your mind to stay anchored with your breath. Observing temporary passing thoughts and feelings without attachments, knowing that you are not these thoughts, not these feelings, not this physical body laying on the ground. Allowing our hearts and minds to bathe in sacred sound now, transcendental sound. As we move into mantra meditation, we begin with Goranga breathing, adding the mantra Goranga to our breath. As we inhale, saying Goranga in our minds. As we exhale, saying Goranga out loud. The sound can be broken into 4 parts. Goranga. Feel free to stay laying down, or you can come to a comfortable seat to practice. Let's exhale together and synchronize our breath to begin. Inhaling now. Practicing in your own time with your own breath. whenever you're ready, just allowing your breath to return to normal. Allowing that sound to resonate. The word mantra comes from two words, man meaning mind and tra meaning to draw away from. So mantra, to draw away from the mind, to allow our hearts and minds to rest in this sacred sound. It's like food for the soul. Just as we need food for our bodies, we need spiritual food. So now we'll move into kirtan meditation, adding music to the mantra. Today we're going to use the mantra Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om. I'm lucky to be joined by my partner JJ, who you'll hear joining in with the response. So kirtan is a very simple call and response. I'll sing the mantra to you and you'll sing it back to me, and I imagine your responses today in your homes. You don't have to have any particular talent for singing or any special qualifications to practice. Everyone can practice kirtan meditation, and it's a very powerful tool. Feel free to listen and join in whenever you are ready. Om Hari Om. 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 thanks to all of you for joining me at home. Thanks to my family here for coming to join me for this class and for coming to join me for kirtan. As soon as there's kirtan, more people arrive, which is always wonderful in our bubble. So it's with great love and respect to all of you. With so much gratitude to each of you for your support with these online classes. I really hope that they are of some use to you. Feel free to send me any requests or ask me any questions so that I can support you with your practice. Namaste, everyone.